Perfectly normal but deeply useless instincts. Let's get right into it. Your brain still thinks you're running from bears. Your body? Basically a software update behind by 50,000 years. Here are the most perfectly normal human instincts that are now deeply, hilariously, tragically useless. Number 1. Flinching at loud noises. You know that thing where someone drops a fork and your entire skeleton evacuates your body for half a second? That's called the startle reflex, and it used to be super useful when loud noise meant something is actively trying to eat you. But now, it just means you're in a cafe and someone slammed the espresso machine too hard. This reflex happens in 0.025 seconds, faster than you can consciously think. Your body tenses, your eyelids clamp shut, and your neck pulls your head down, all to protect your precious, fragile face mates. Evolution thought, if something's flying at your skull, maybe duck. But in 2025, it just makes you spill your drink during a Zoom call. Basically, your nervous system is a drama queen with PTSD from the Stone Age. Number 2. Running from pain, even when it makes it worse. You step on a Lego. Your entire leg retracts like you just got shot. Classic withdrawal reflex. The problem? This reflex doesn't pause to check for consequences. It's why people pull their hand out of boiling water and take the pan with them. It's why someone falls on their back and still tries to run away while horizontal. Your body just yeets you from danger like a bad ex. No questions asked. No refunds. Sure, it saved cavemen from stepping on fire. But now, it mostly just helps you dramatically fall into furniture. Thanks, biology. Number 3. Holding your breath when scared. Yes, nothing says survive this danger like cutting off your oxygen supply. This ancient reaction was meant to stop you from alerting predators with your breathing. But now, you hold your breath because someone left you on read. Holding your breath is involuntary during moments of fear or concentration. It's why kids do it when mad, and why adults do it before opening an email with the subject, "Hey, got a second?" The kicker? This instinct can raise your blood pressure, increase anxiety, and, if you're really unlucky, make you pass out before anything even happens. Basically, your body's survival plan is, let's suffocate and hope for the best. Solid plan, cave brain. Number 4. Goosebumps when you're cold or emotional. You're not a cat. You're not a porcupine. So why does your skin try to turn into a medieval weapon every time the temperature drops or Adele hits that high note? Goosebumps are one of evolution's cutest but most pointless leftovers. They're triggered by tiny muscles at the base of your hair follicles contracting, meant to puff up your fur and make you look bigger and scarier. Which, again, would be awesome if you had fur. Instead, you just look like a slightly sad chicken nugget. And sure, some people say goosebumps during music or emotional moments are beautiful reactions. But that's just your ancient biology confusing violin solo with emotional bear attack. Goosebumps today are like your body yelling, "I got this," in a situation where no one asked it to. Number 5. The urge to fit in, no matter what. You know that sinking feeling when you're the only one not clapping at a weird speech? Or when you nod along in a meeting even though you didn't understand anything after good morning? That's not social awkwardness. That's evolutional programming. Because back in the tribal days, not fitting in equals getting exiled equals getting eaten. So your brain learned. Conform or perish. Today, it's why you agree to things you hate. Why you fake laugh at terrible jokes. Why you wore that thing in high school. You were built for survival through blending in, not authenticity. So the next time you wonder why you're people-pleasing through a migraine, just know. It's not weakness. It's a tribal survival tactic wearing a corporate name tag. Number 6. Freezing when you're afraid. Ever had that moment when you should react, should move, should say something, but your body goes full Windows XP loading screen? That's the ancient freeze response, the third wheel of fight or flight. And it used to make sense. If you didn't move, maybe the predator wouldn't see you. But now, it just turns you into a sentient statue during job interviews, public speeches, and when someone hot walks into the room. And the worst part? The freeze instinct can override everything: logic, mobility, even speech. Your brain essentially says, "Shoo, if we stay still, the anxiety monster can't eat us." Spoiler, the anxiety monster doesn't care. Number 7. Craving sugar like it's medicine. You see a cookie. You don't even want the cookie. But your brain's like, "We're dying. Eat it." This is your ancient biology kicking in, the sugar instinct. It evolved when sugar was rare, precious, and literally life-saving. If you found honey in the wild, jackpot. That was fuel for your brain, muscles, and survival. But now, sugar is in everything. Cereal, bread, salad dressing. Yet your instinct hasn't updated since saber-toothed tigers are a problem. That's why your body hoards sugar like a paranoid raccoon, even though your fridge is full and your biggest predator is a parking ticket. Basically, your ancient hunger says, famine is coming. Modern life says, bro, we have Uber Eats. Guess who's still winning? Number 8, the need to one-up people. Friend, I had a rough day at work. You totally. Mine was worse. Yes, the status instinct. Back in ancient tribes, being respected meant food, protection, mating, the essentials. So your brain developed a little gremlin that whispers, be better, be stronger, be louder, even when it's completely unnecessary. It's why we humble brag, why we compare followers, why some dude at every party insists he almost went pro. But here's the twist. In modern society, this instinct makes us insecure, competitive, and chronically unsatisfied. Instead of making friends, it makes frenemies. Instead of survival, it causes burnout. Your brain thinks you're climbing a tribal hierarchy. In reality, you're just arguing in a Reddit thread with someone named SwordGoblin42. Number 9, clenching your jaw when angry. Ever realized your jaw hurts after an argument? Yeah, that's because your body tensed up for a fight you never had. Welcome to the fight mode muscle prep. Back then, anger meant actual violence. So your body primed itself, clenched muscles, shallow breathing, tunnel vision. Today, you argue over Wi-Fi, clench like a gladiator, and go to bed with a tension headache. And fun fact, chronic clenching can cause TMJ issues, migraines, and dental damage. In short, your body wanted to punch someone, but all it did was chew air and hurt itself. Nature really said, let's prepare for war, inside your face. Number 10, eye contact equals power play. You ever lock eyes with someone for a beat too long and feel like you just entered a duel? That's because eye contact used to mean one of 3 things. You're fighting, you're mating, or you're both about to do something illegal. Eye contact is wired into your brain as a dominance display. In nature, predators use it to size each other up. In humans, it still triggers everything from attraction to intimidation to primal fear, depending on context. Which is why holding eye contact with a stranger on the train feels like a spiritual violation. It's not rude. It's your ancient wiring screaming. Do we kiss or kill? And don't get me started on forced eye contact in job interviews. Nothing like trying to prove your worth while your brain is shouting, why are you staring at the alpha? So yeah, congrats. Every awkward eye contact moment is just ancient tribal combat and business casual. Number 11, needing closure. You ever replay a conversation from 6 years ago while trying to fall asleep? That's your closure instinct on a loop. Back in the day, closure was vital. If someone betrayed you, disrespected you, or ghosted the tribe, you needed answers. Because not knowing meant danger. Maybe they were conspiring. Maybe they were stealing food. Maybe they were eaten. Man shrugging. But now, someone leaves you unseen, and your brain acts like you were abandoned in the forest. So it makes up stories. It invents motives. It feeds you anxiety for closure you'll never get, just to feel safe again. Modern equivalent? Your brain. We need emotional clarity. Reality. They just forgot to text back. Basically, your brain's ancient threat detector is now just a passive-aggressive soap opera director. Number 12, shaking your leg equals escape route prep. You know that restless leg bounce? That I'm totally fine jig you do during stress? That's not just anxiety. That's pre-fight mobility prep. In prehistoric terms, you're literally priming your escape route, warming up the muscles, alerting the nervous system, prepping for sprint mode. But since you're in a meeting, not the jungle, it just makes you look like a human popcorn kernel. Fun fact, this micro movement can release tension and energy, but the reason you're doing it is because your ancient brain thinks you might need to bolt from an email. That's right. Your leg is preparing to run from Microsoft Outlook. We are majestic creatures. Number 13, laughing in awkward or dangerous moments. You know when someone trips or you're in a high-stress situation and your body just decides to laugh? Yep, that's not you being a jerk. That's an ancient stress response. Laughter used to be a social bonding tool, a signal to the group. Hey, we're okay. That wasn't a tiger. Chill. But now, you giggle at funerals. Laugh during serious confrontations. Crack jokes in absolute chaos. Because your body thinks. Let's de-escalate the tension before someone gets speared. Today, it just makes you seem like a sociopath during presentations. So next time you laugh uncontrollably at a wedding speech where someone says, "My wife passed," just know your nervous system is trying its best. Horribly. Number 14. The need to fix silence. You're in an elevator. No one's talking. The silence stretches. Your brain goes, "Quick, say something deeply weird and unnecessary." This is the anti-silence instinct, built from a time when silence in a group meant danger. Someone stopped talking because they saw something, heard something, or were just dead. So your brain still interprets awkward silence as a sign that something is off, and tries to correct it with verbal nonsense. That's why we say things like, "Weather's weird today, huh? Do fish sleep? I like your, shoelace technique." Because silence equals threat. Talking equals tribe equals safety, even if the sentence makes no logical sense at all. Number 15. The desire to check one last time. You lock the door. You know you locked the door, but your brain says, "What if we didn't?" That's your safety check instinct. In ancient times, rechecking was the only way to make sure things didn't literally kill you. Did we hide the fire? Did we seal the cave entrance? Did we stab the sabertooth enough times? Today, it's a compulsive loop that makes you triple check the oven, the alarm, and whether you hit send. Because your brain still thinks the consequences are fatal. Even though the only real danger now is your roommate judging you for touching the doorknob 12 times. Final thoughts. You are a walking museum of extinct instincts. Built to survive starvation, predators, betrayal, darkness, exile, and emotional wolves. And now, you panic over text tone. You brace for death at a notification. You flinch like a squirrel in a world made of spreadsheets. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.